Hey everyone, RG here and welcome back to a brand new Sims 4 speed build on the channel. And today I've got for you a blast from the past, because we are gonna try and bring from the Sims 3 into the Sims 4 the city hall, the famous city hall that we had in that game, into the Sims 4. Now, of course, because in the Sims 3 this build was kind of empty. It wasn't really empty, it just had a specific goal. You could not just go over there and enjoy some time in there. There were some few things that we're gonna cover that you could do over there, and but it wasn't really a build that you can really explore. But in this build you definitely can do that, and right now you can see me creating the foundation of the build, with basically I had on my face, I had it in front of my face, I had a reference picture, and of course it's the one that you saw at the beginning of this video. And from that I tried to build the building that you are seeing right now. Now, before you are screaming at the screen, RG, I have no use for a library, and yes, this is a library, but before you're screaming at the screen, RG, I'm not gonna bring my Sims over. What did you do? Why did you build this? Let me try and convince you why you definitely want to have this build in your game. So first of all, it's cool. No, I'm just this is for you to decide. But this build, I made it in a specific way so it will be very useful to you in the game. So let's start by trying to persuade you. I'll give you some reasons, and let me know at the end if I manage to convince you. Okay. So first of all, this is nostalgic build. We had it in the Sims 3. Definitely we need it in the Sims 4. I don't think we have a city hall in the Sims 4 in the game right now. Do we have a city hall? I don't think so. Anyway, so after this build is done, you can put it in your game and you're gonna have a city hall. Now, of course, this build was made without the use of CC, so all of you can get it into your game. And just make sure, if you do not own a PC or you're playing on the console, just make sure to activate all the cheat codes related to building, hidden objects, live edit objects, move objects, all those things. Just make sure to do that and then place it, and then you're gonna have it. And by the way, right now you can see me creating the poles or the columns that we have in front of the building. And of course we don't have that big thick columns in the game, unfortunately. PS Sims, bring us some, will be nice of you. Bring the ability to stretch them, like to open them, like make them wider. So I had to create them with the tool mod, and I created 4 of them, and you can see me placing them right now. But as I said, we don't have it in the Sims 4 game right now, so right now you can have it. So this is another reason for you to have it. And now for the real reasons. In the Sims 3, in Sunset Valley, that was the city hall of Sunset Valley, and it was kind of a dull, boring lot or something. You could only just go visit it. And I believe when you were visiting it, you could maybe sharpen some of your politician skills, or become a politician or something like that. You could learn politics over there, and you could also, I believe, you could take some I don't know, what was it? You could pay your bills over there. There were a few things that you could do over there, but you could not go around this build and actually play around with it. So in this build you can do that. And I even included some traits to make this build. This is another reason for you to have this build. I included some traits that will make this build actually one of the most useful builds in your game. So one of the traits that I put inside called the Science Lab, which means that the logic skill and the rocket science, which rocket science is a bit, overkilling it. I don't think that you're gonna build a rocket on this lot. Maybe behind it can be funny to do that, but you don't need to do that. But you can improve your logic skills by using 2 things that I already included in here. You have the chess table, and you have the analyzer, I believe it called. The things from like the big machine from Get to Work Police and Lab career, I believe, and you basically, that trait will give you a boost and will enchant the like how long it's gonna take for you to learn logic skills. So that trait's already in this build, and you also have the fast internet trait on this slot, which means that you can make your gaming higher, because yes, you're gonna have some PCs and computers over here. And I even included, if you followed me on my previous post, I believe it was the one before or one before that, I don't remember, but I share with you that I created a printer and I added it into the gallery in small room, like 2x1, something like that. I created that printer with the 2 mod, and I even placed it over here, so it will give a bit more realistic vibe to the place. And so yeah, you can enchant or enchant, it's a bit overdoing it, but you can improve your gaming skill over here with the fast internet trait, and the writing and the programming skill. Those are actually really good skills to learn in this lot. So if you're gonna have a, I don't know, a programmer or a hacker or a writer, a great place for you to bring it over here, because it will get their skills much faster. So this is the internet, and another trait that I included in this build called the study spot. Obviously, because this is the library, so we have the study spot, which will give you a small tiny boost for all type of skill buildings. At least that's what the trait says. So basically, oh, and of course, if you are a kid or a teenager and you want to make your do your homework over here, you will finish them faster. So at the end, I made this build super useful for you. You really want to actually spend a lot of time with your sims over here. Now, things that I didn't say that I included in this build. Okay, so wait a minute. First of all, I have so many things that I want to cover with you, and I think I have only 20 something minutes. Anyway, more things that I included in this, just because the study spot will increase your skill building. So I want you to have few more skills that you can learn over here, and will get that boost. So I got for you a debating podiums, those 2 debating podiums that you can practice debate. They are in the front of the building. I did not include them in the speed build. I actually placed them after I finished the building. And I included another spot to, I think at the front of the building, there will be that musician, I don't know how to describe it. The musicians that want to play for tips, that small 2x2, I believe, kit for them with the crate and the, you know what I mean. So basically, even musicians can come over here and get some money and skills, of course. So they will get their skills boosted because of the study trait. I don't think that the fact that they called it the study spot, I don't think it will not boost all type of skills, because they said in the description of that trait that it will boost slightly, not much, but it's still a bigger difference between just doing it on your own or doing it in a study spot. It will boost all the skill learning builds. So basically anything. So you have also that, and I think we have, what else I put it inside of here? We have the chess table, computers, we have, I believe we have something more, which I don't remember right now. But anyway, if you think about it, you can just bring any type of activity that will raise your skill over here. Bring even, I don't know, basketball? Does it do anything? Maybe just do jogging around this place. I wonder if if you're gonna get that slightly boost in the fitness skill. Can be interesting. Anyway, this build is really, really useful for you, and I did try to make it as authentic as I can from The Sims 3 to The Sims 4, but with some modifications so it will fit into The Sims 4 we have, because I built it, and those are some numbers that we're gonna run right now. I built it on a, I believe it's a 40 by 40, which is not that big. No, it's a 40? No, I think it's 50 by 50, yeah. It's a 50 by 50 in Willow Creek, and I wanted it to be in Willow Creek because it's the most similar place to Sunset Valley in terms of the vibe, the colors, the green around. So I built it on the 50 by 50 in Willow Creek, not in the spot of the park, but the one on the a bit left from it. I believe there is a house on this lot, and I don't think I built in this lot. Maybe no. I built one time. I built, I think, my triangle villa. I built in this place. Oh, and right now you can see me creating that custom-made symbol that the city hall in Sims 3 had on that gabled roof. So yeah, I made it with the 2 mod and a lot of gems, and I really love it. I really love it. So take some notes and make them in the game, or make something similar to this. But yeah, few more things that I want to cover with you are regarding actually some other stuff. But one of them is you're gonna see in a bit that I created like ceiling decor. Now those ceiling decor is something really awesome that you could do basically from the day one you had the tool mod, and I never really shared it because I never really used them. Like, what the heck was that? I think that was a really strong bike. Sorry for that. Anyway, the ceiling decors are something that you could do in the game with the tool mod from day one, but because I never really built anything in that vibe, or I never really build an old build, like in old buildings that has those, or you expect them to have those, I don't know, like decorations, ceiling decorations, and all those, I don't know how to even describe those really cool and awesome paintings on the ceilings and stuff like that. I usually don't make builds like those in the game, so I never really use that trick. But I don't know, when I built this, I really felt the need to incorporate them into the build, and right now you can see me actually doing that. And if you're not quite sure what I'm doing here, here's a small explanation how to do that. You basically need to pick yourself a carpet that you like. And of course, by the way, this can work only on the PC version when you have the tool mod in your game. Now, when you're picking carpets, you can place them basically on the top of your ceiling, or on your current level of the ceiling. But, and this is important, once you are rotating the carpets 180 degrees down, facing down, you will not see the back of the carpets. So that actually makes them very useful for ceiling decor, because they will not interfere with your gameplay. And if you are the type of player that loves to create some I don't know, gameplay videos, and you are shooting from inside of the level that you are playing in, so you're gonna see those ceiling decor, so it will be really awesome. You don't even have to be one of those people who make those videos. You can even be just the player who love to play inside the building, so you're gonna have those ceiling decors. Now, by the way, you're not gonna see me doing those ceiling decors in the speed build all over the build, but yeah, you can expect them to be basically everywhere. I'm just saving time because that's basically something that you do all over again. So okay, so this is basically the trick how you do that. You just rotate them 100 degrees, and then you need to work from the inside of the room because you cannot see them from the top. You see what I'm trying to explain here? So you need to work from the inside of the room and grab them, and you can just, by using the 9 and 0 key, you can just, you know, elevate them and lowering them until they will be at the top of the ceiling, but not over the ceiling, because they will just vanish. So that's basically how you do them. And specifically in my build, I actually use those new, those are not logs, but those more like, I don't know, they're supposed to be an exterior decor planks or something like that from the cottage living pack, and I use them actually to create some border around those decorative painting, you can call them, on top of the ceiling, just to add another level of dimension. Basically, I didn't want it to be 2-dimension, I wanted it to be 3 dimensions. So anyway, this is how you do those ceiling decor tricks, and I really hope that you learned something from this video by basically watching me do that. And yeah, now one thing that I want to explain to you is that I made this as a library, but actually in my mind, because this is the city hall, I thought when I created it, so it will be more like an archive, not really a library, but more like an archive. So you can come over here, get some information regarding some buildings in the game, and you know, the landscaping of the place that you are living in and stuff like that. So we have all those documents in this build because this is the city hall archive. And yeah, by the way, from the left side you can see that printer that I created and shared to the gallery. So if you want to have that printer, you can just go to my gallery and get it as a small room. Just do me small favor, people, okay, please. As a creator, when you're using my rooms, you can just give, you know, the credit for me creating the printer, because if you did not create the print or the printer, you're not really the one who made it. So just, if you are using it, it will be nice if you can give the credit. I do know that many people use my fire truck that I created, and they give the credit, and it is just heartwarming. And sometimes I'm even like writing a comment, checking their creations, and people did some really awesome things with the stuff that I shared for you as a room. So, you know, just be nice. It will be great to see you giving the credit. Anyway, so because I wanted this build to be the archive, so you do also have a upstairs room where you can find a lot of boxes with files, because I wanted it to feel like an archive. So yeah, but at the end, yeah, this is going to be a library, a really usable library, just as I described to you at the beginning of the video. And definitely, I think you need to bring this build into your game. And just as always, don't try to look for a like a restroom in the speed build itself, but don't worry, in the build you have a restroom. You already know me that I'm not spending much time on those small rooms or on those, because I don't think they are, you know, special to showcase them in the speed build itself. But yeah, right now we are in the waiting room for votes. And by waiting room for votes, I mean that you see that big door in front of you. This is gonna be not a debating room, but it's more like a meeting room for representing your, I don't know, your plans for a new building or something like that. And you have the people who are supposed to give you the permission to execute those plans and blueprints, stuff like that. So that's going to be that that room in front of you. And right now we are in the waiting room for the next meeting. Now, of course, if you are curious, yes, this build is fully functional. You know, I'm not building stuff that are not. This is actually, I need to make like a merchandise and say I'm not building stuff you can't use or stuff like that. This build is at the gallery. It's fully functional. All the items are functional. I think only few things that are more decorative and well, I decided that they're going to be decorative to begin with, so they're not supposed to be used, like some microphones that I stack inside one of those tables over there and stuff like that. But all the other things, all the things that's supposed to be functional are functional. So don't worry, you can just grab it from the gallery. And of course, by the way, tray files in the description down below for 30 days, people. I just love it that people after 2 years asking me to bring the tray files again, just because they found my channel for the first time. So that's actually something that I already talked about. It gives you the drive to stick around, knowing that some of my builds are not going to be there forever, especially if you are, you know, playing on a cracked version. But for those who are playing on the legit version, the real one, not the cracked one, on the gallery you can find all the builds basically for life, or until they will shut down the game. And that actually deliver, it's not deliver, it is throwing me into a different topic, that is the express delivery system. I think they're starting to call it the EDS, right? And I think I saw the other day someone, it was the Sims or the Sims community, that they were tweeting a tweet where you can see some items, and with the note or something like that, stated new things are coming, something like that, and they were actually new things. Now, for those of you who remember, they actually said that the Sims Delivery Express, or the Express Delivery System, or whatever they call that thing is, they said that it's gonna be basically taking paid content that we paid for, and they're gonna bring it to the base game for everyone to play with. And in that tweet, those new items were actually brand new. So I don't know if we all misunderstood them when they said it the first time, but if they are planning actually to bring new content with that Sims Delivery Express thing, whatever they call it, it is super awesome, because this is the thing that they supposed to do once in every few, I don't know, weeks. I want to believe weeks, but the way the Sims work, it seems like they're doing it once every few months. They're gonna bring some items into the base game for free, and if that's the case, it's awesome, and way to go, Sims team. That's what we expect you to do, especially if we are paying for a lot of packs money. It will be nice to get some stuff for free once in a while, and of course I'm not talking about 1 or 2 items, I'm talking about, I don't know, 20 new items or stuff like that. So if that's the case, that's great. What do you think? Is that a case? Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you think it was a wrong tweet? Do you think we misunderstand it, or maybe those items are something in the game and we never knew they're in the game, which I hardly believe. Let me know what do you think about the new express system delivery in the comment section down below. So right now you can see that we are on the second floor, and at some point, yeah, there was a small change in the structure. I decided that I don't want to have a bridge in the middle of the second floor, so I just took it down and I just split both sides with individual like stairs. But right now you can see that we are in the section of the computers. There are 4 computers in total over here. I do believe there is another one at some place, I'm not quite sure where, but there is another one, I think, and if not, just deal with it, use 4, which is way more than you think that you might need. Actually, when I playtested this build, I had only like 2 Sims at a time playing and using the computers, so it's way more than you need. And you can see that area over there for printing your documents and stuff like that. We have those small papers that people threw and kind of miss, or I don't know, on purpose. They just threw it on the ground. Bad people, bad Sims. And but we all have them, right, in life. And yeah, now people, this is the first time that I'm creating something like this, and by like this I mean that I'm creating like a nostalgic build from different games and bringing them into The Sims 4. I call it Blast from the Past into The Sims 4. Let me know if you want this to become some sort of a series in the game, if you want me to create some different type of builds from previous Sims 4 games, see? from different Sims games and previous Sims game like Sims 1, 2, 3. Medieval I'm not gonna make, so just save your time. But if there are some, if you want me to make this some sort of a mini series on the channel, let me know in the comment section. If you like the idea of doing so, maybe we'll make it like a series, call it Blast from the Past. Because there are some really awesome builds. I mostly played Sims 3, so I know a lot of buildings from that game. The police station, the fire station, which fire station I created, but not the one from Sims 3. Let me know if you want this to become a thing on the channel. And yeah, so you know what? If you do, drop a comment and say what new build you want me to create. Basically, new build, build from the past, from previous games. You want me to create in The Sims 4, and the more likes, maybe I will put that in a poll, and you're gonna pick you're gonna pick, we're gonna create some sort of a mini series on the channel. Let me know. Last but not least, in 8 days from now, I'm gonna be celebrating my Balloons Day, which is gonna be 29. And I just wanted to let you know that when The Sims 4 was firstly announced back in 2013, I was 21. I was young and beautiful. And yeah, so I'm really curious to know how old were you when the first like Sims 4 was announced back in 2013. And I'm asking this because on the Twitter someone asked that, someone called Ernie, and many people just flood the chat with their age back in 2013, and I'm just curious to know because I think The Sims 4 is here for too long time. But I really want to know what is the average on our community. So let me know in the comment section down below. That's it for this video. In a bit we're gonna get into the tour, and I hope you're gonna enjoy this also. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and until the next time, keep that Sims party going for me, because RGeetect signing off.